Hi everyone, how's everyone doing here today? Thank you for watching. And today I wanted to recently talk about briefly of Hurricane Helene, which has unfortunately caused considerable damage and devastation to certain communities within like North Carolina and Georgia. But the one thing I want to emphasize most on is how our former president, our loser in chief Donald Trump, has, once again tried to politicize this for his own advantage by putting out lies and everything and stuff like that, claiming that Joe Biden was sleeping or that, the response wasn't good enough for FEMA and everything and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into details because it's all pretty much just a bunch of lies. And even the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, had confirmed in a press conference that he had already been in touch with President Biden, that he was doing everything that he needed and that he was very appreciative for his efforts. And, this is a terrible situation and it shouldn't be politicized in any way. I don't see Joe Biden doing that. I don't see Kamala Harris, VP now running for president, doing that. In fact, she put out a speech where she expressed considerable appreciation for FEMA's efforts. And that's the way it should be. But this is not the first time we've seen Trump do stuff like this. I mean, he did this back in East Palestine when there was the railroad incident. And even when he was president, he would just say some of the most inappropriate things or behave poorly or not always respond properly, throwing paper towels to crowds in Puerto Rico with Hurricane Maria. And I could keep going on, just making it more about a PR stunt about himself, and as a way to try and, in this case, now boost his campaign, which hasn't been doing so well against Harris and everything, despite the fact that it's a pretty close race. But regardless of, polling and everything or who you support, I think you can all agree is that this is not the American way. It's not the way as far as helping people. It's not a way showing that you actually care about people. If Joe Biden did the same or Kamala Harris did the same exact thing, I would be criticizing them too. Okay? This is not a time for, politicizing any of those things. These are serious tragedies where there are people involved. And, at one point, certain areas Kamala Harris didn't even want to go to because she knows, being there would only get in the way, which I also agree on. In general, whenever I talked about this during the train incident in East Palestine, where when tragedies like this happen, do you really need politicians to go there and give a speech? And the answer is no. The president can easily do it from the White House or, from another location. Okay, it's not like they're there, they're going to be able to be hands-on, even if they were younger. I'm not playing on the age thing or stuff like that. It's just they don't have the experience to deal with such disasters. FEMA does, so let the professionals do their job, and the president's job is to provide whatever aid that area needs, that whatever the state needs. And that's the way it should be. And of course, the MAGA is going to eat up all this and buy into it and, play into more of Trump's lies. It's all typical of him, If it's not a hurricane that he's trying to politicize, it's something else. He's at Arlington National Separate Territory, trying to do a PR stunt there, showing his disrespect for the military. In this instance, he's pretty much showing his disrespect for the American people. That, deep down he doesn't care. And just to be clear, just to give you better proof, why not make a nice donation? Why feel the need to, do a PR stunt? With his wealth, he can make a sizable donation. Now, I did check and I did see that he created a GoFundMe page. And last time I checked, it raised something like $2 million, which is good, but it's GoFundMe. Why is he using GoFundMe? Does he not have enough money where he can make a sizable donation? With some of the money he made selling his crap, like the recent junk, like the Trump coins and the Trump watches and, the recent NFTs. Why doesn't he just use some of those profits to donate to hurricane relief? Will he do that? No. So I know a lot of MAGAs are going to be like, oh, the GoFundMe page. Yeah, duly noted, but why isn't he donating money directly? Again, because he doesn't care about the American people. He never has. And he never will. But to try and end it on a positive note, thoughts and prayers to all the families that have been impacted by this disaster. And I recently made a donation, and I'll leave some links that you can donate to if you want to help those families. That's what real Americans do. They help each other. They don't use it, they don't make it about them. They make it about the people that are in need, okay? Because I've been in situations, not to this magnitude with like Helene, but I've seen disasters hit my area and stuff like that, and people need help. So they don't want politicians there politicizing it. They want politicians there doing their jobs and helping. That's what they want, which is a simple concept Donald Trump will never understand. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I really hope you understand.